ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the world's #1 favorite game show, Rock or Not. And today we're talking about Blur. Now let's look at it. So typically you can say, okay, how do they rank on the music matrix? How's their energy level? How's their catchiness? But that's only for one song. And so you got to say, okay, well, do I look at the average catchiness and the average energy level? And then say, oh, well, they fall here, so they're this genre or that genre. And it's like, well, it depends. I think what most people do is they look at the top 10 songs in their brain and they kind of go, my top 10 best songs from them. Where do I put that energy level and that catchiness level? And so that's what I did here. You're going to disagree about my list. I put them here. You can see them in a second. We're going to get back to it. But also when people go, are they rock or not? Are they rock or not? It depends. Like we said, it depends on the catalog. It depends on what is catchiness and how do you know if something's catchy or not, and how can you kind of, deduce it. How do you talk about quality, which tends to be related to catchiness? And then what if I only care about how good the guitar is and I don't care about the lyrics, right? Then you're going to think bands that with really good guitar, are rock and good, or, if they have bad lyrics, you're going to say, no, this is not a rock band. They actually sook. Now, let's get right into it. So let's look here. When we look at guys who like boys and beat girls to beat boys, oh, I should be someone you really love. Did I take the yellow off here? I didn't. It's okay, guys. Am I breaking this? Oh, no. Blanket, Michael Jackson impression. What a dated joke. Anyways, so catchiness, it does not, a lot of things feed into if something's catchy, but predictability is one big way we can filter out if something's probably not going to be catchy and or good. If something's extremely corny, like a Joe Bonamassa song, in terms of predictability, it's right here. If it's balanced, like Back in Black, it can then be a smash hit. If it's a little bit zanier, like Welcome to the Jungle, a little more unhinged, it can still be a smash hit, right? If it's Bohemian Rhapsody, which is zany, it can be a smash hit. But the instant you start getting a little zanier than Bohemian Rhapsody, it can start to get to the point where it's incoherent, like the Mars Volta, and then it becomes quirky and just kind of garbage slop. And likewise, the super formulaic stuff can become slop. But stuff that balances things or is in the middle, like I think a perfectly balanced song is never made it as a wise man, couldn't cut it as a poor man, still I live in a blind man. And so if you get a song that's in the money zone here, it doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to be a smash hit. It could be a dud, it could be a B-side, it could be a hit, it could be a smash hit. But the money zone, this balanced spot, is the only place you do get smash hit quality songs. Now, you might be saying, well, what if I really like a song and I think it's hit quality, but it never actually materialized into a hit record? It just came out at the wrong time, or we lost the battle of Britpop to the Dirty Oasis, Gallagher brothers, those nasty, gnarly characters. What's wrong with them? They're nasty, gnarly characters. I like Graham Coxon from friggin' Guitar. I forgot the name of the bassist, but he's really good. Anyways, then you look at the distribution of the catalog. Oh, no, but it's basically a song is hit quality whether it became a hit or not. If it's the quality such that it could have became a hit. Like if you think about Creep from Radiohead, I'm a creep. That song balances predictable things and zany things in such a good way. You're like, and it's good. You can also tell, right? But if that song just was from a small band that came out today, you'd say it's still a hit quality song, even if no one's ever heard it, right? So you get that concept. So now when we have that concept, same with B-side or deep cut and then dud, we can now look, what does the catalog look like, right? Is it pretty even? This is about the ratio, not about the total number. Like David Bowie is in the less than 50-50 being good because he has like 20 hits, 30 hits that are incredible, but he has like 800,000 songs that are awful. And he pretty much has nothing. He has way more garbage than he does good stuff. And so if you're looking at the average quality of David Bowie, you would say, oh my God, he only writes duds. He's a dud factory. But if you look at the best things he put out, you would say he might have the best hits out of anyone, right? And so that's where the definition of does it rock, is it good, all these things start to conflict depending on what you like. Now, Blur, guys who like boys, if we could start with There's No Other Way, I think it tends to be in the B-side range. And then you got Falling On For Tomorrow, The Modern Life Is Rubbish. I think that's B-side, the hit range. So you're getting a lot in the B-side range, but then Park Life, I think you're really getting into hit territory. It's starting to get into hit territory more. Then what's after Park Life? Oh, The Great Escape. That's more like B-side and hits. But I think if anything, I mean, it tends to be kind of like a little bit skewed towards the B-side and hit range. Then what's after that is self-titled. Oh, that's really good. Really good B-sides. Upper end of B-sides for sure, but not a lot of hits. But song two, which is like massive hit. So that's like highest quality hit. And then you've got, is it right after that? So give me coffee and TV. Oh my God, I forgot what that cover's called, the one with the paint on it. I'm the bug man. And then I didn't listen to like Think Tank and the other album. Ah, shoot me. But I think in general, they have such a heavy distribution of good. I'm going to have to go and put Blur, their catalog, if we're talking dud, B-side or deep cut, and then hit quality, I'm going to have to say relative good amount of hits, a lot of that, and then like no duds, right? That's my ranking. To keep this marker here for now. Now, on to the next thing. Next thing is, when we think about, and so you can see some fun examples on here. You can see other bands. I put Arctic Monkeys as kind of like in this category. It's like so many hits. But when you go to, is a band good or not? Well, what do you care about? Well, if you care about guitar, Blur is amazing. If you care about vocals, Blur is amazing. If you care about lyrics, Blur is amazing. If you care about any of the musicianship and the vibe, why would you work, you friggin' piece of paper? Friggin' piece of paper, don't paper cut me. I swear to God, I will kill you. You tree, you're already dead. You're already a dead tree. You want to be more dead? Bullet to the head. A bullet to the head. A bullet to the head. Yeah. Yeah. Party people. A bullet to the head. A bullet to the head. I cracked my back. Woo! Okay, we're getting started. We're getting moving, grooving, clicking and ticking. Boom, boom, boom. Rhythm the bicep. Hit the bicycle. You gotta hit the dimes. You gotta hit the side. You gotta hit the back. You gotta do it all. It's good for you. It's good for your cojones. And also fun to look at the freaking things like Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Half the video. What is this? What am I even doing? I don't even know. This is stupid. I don't even know. It's like, what are you doing? No. Historical impact high. One of the highest selling British groups, and then you get Arctic Monkeys, yada, yada, yada. But for the 90s, yeah. Present impact, I put it medium. I love them, but medium. Aesthetics, 10 out of 10. Stage design, they were great. The one, I go back and watch live concerts. All these bands are great. Outfits, I gotta say, vibe was immaculate. Merch, good. Logos, everything, album art, themes. Yeah, they get a green. Themes is like, duh. So Blur on brand. Oh, this is the talents, right? So if you care about brand, and that's very important to you, Blur, Gangster, they're great. The instruments, the whole thing, they're excellent too. If you care about musicianship, they're excellent. Now, songwriting, I got to give them a medium. Because this is where I think you lose people. They don't have that many hits, and or the hits are inconsistent, like they're in different styles and genres, and people just can't figure it out. If you're an American like me, I had to listen to a lot to realize, like, oh, they're like the Beatles, but better. That's honestly like the type of thing. But you think you're getting like the White Stripes. They're not the White Stripes. They're the Beatles. That's the analog. And so the songwriting inconsistency causes that. And so I think there we go. Live show, it's good. Lyrics are good. Chords are incredible. Melodies are great. Riffs are really good. Tones are really good. Solos are good. So they get green there too. So likewise, you can see if people care about brands, they're going to say, well, Blur's incredible, right? If they care about the songs, they're going to say Blur's incredible. If they care about the musicianship and like how well they play plus their vibe, they're going to say Blur's incredible. And then that means the level of controversy about how good Blur are is low because everyone agrees Blur are good. Regardless of which thing you like, they give you everything you want. And they have a catalog with a lot of great deep cuts, but they might be hard to get into because that one hit that pops up is a little misleading. It's not, telling you, it's not indicative, as the kids would say, of the rest of the catalog. Now, if you're averaging over the catalog, we head back to the main matrix to see finally where does Blur rank. And Connor has not looked at this in a minute. Now, I think the way to look at most of these bands that makes the most sense is, let's say you've got a spot right here, and then they kind of have a circle around it where they kind of move around for most of the catalog. maybe the average of the top 10 songs is here, but where are those songs is usually within like one or two, two radius circle around that spot. Anyway, jacks, pythons, guns. I could hit arms today. Not going to the gym. I'm doing this instead. Anyways, if there's a band you want to see next, let me know. But here's what we're going to do. Oh, I'm going to pull up the freaking thing. So I'm going off the 10 songs, in my opinion. Now, what are my favorite songs? Woo! Guys who like boys and because of red boys. Oh, I should be someone you really love. Park life. Oh, the people. Do. So many people. And then, so give me coffee and TV. Clearly lower energy, like a 3, right? But then you go over, you're like, okay, it could be called indie, but the catchiness keeps going to where it becomes indie/pop. So you start up here and you look at the energy, and then you come across and you see, oh, where do I add stuff? When you cross the line going this way, you add stuff, right? And then also, rock can mostly be considered pop because pop just means catchy. And then if it's high energy pop, it means rock. Rock is just pop with higher energy. Rock is just punk, metal, and or indie with higher energy and or higher catchiness. Well, punk and metal with catchier is rock. Catchier and higher energy indie, blues, jazz, or country, etc. turns into rock as well. So give me coffee and TV. And then more of a charmless man. And then Sunday, here again, it's Sunday at all. You read the paper supplement, a TV guide. You dream of protein on a plate, your eyes about that. And then pop scene, alright. A faded image of another world means nothing in particular now. An invitation comes naturally, but I never really stop to think out. Everyone's a clever clone, a chrome color clone am I. And then entertain me off the Great Escape. And then 9, my favorite song. The suburbs, they are dreamy, they're a twinkle in her eye. But she's been feeling frisky since her husband left in July. He wears a local t-shirt, runs a little B&B. She's most accommodating when she's in her lingerie. The neighbors, they are staring, but they're just way past caring. Yeah, the stereotypes, there must be more to life. All your life you're dreaming, and then you stop dreaming. Time to time, you know I should be going on another bender. Yeah, the stereo. Oh my God. Then he thought of cars and where to drive them. And who to, yeah, I put them at 10 because they're the catchiest. Girls and Boys and Song 2, but I would put these at 11. They're so good. They dig into my soul. But they're low energy. Anyways. So average. 9.1 and 6.4. If I wanted to, I could do variance as well, which would be the circle like I'm saying, but I'm not doing that. Eat a bunch of... Anyways, 9.1 and 6.4. So where does that put us? Tell me if you disagree with the songs that I picked. Tell me what songs you would pick for the top 10. But 9 and we said 6.4. So this is pretty much exactly where Arctic Monkeys ended up. It's funny. Why were they the highest selling British group for the next decade? That's crazy. That's crazy. How did that happen? Oh, you hear that? I cracked that. Woo! Crack-a-lola. Lola. La 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 Lola. But I think, yeah, they kind of bubble in this range. Probably going down. I think their top songs are the catchiest and highest energy. So it tends to be a circle not centered here, but tends to cross through here. Kind of in this range. But you get some things with Bugman where it's like up here. It's like kind of borderline metal punk, but not really that rock. Because it's not that catchy. But yeah, that's kind of where Arctic Monkeys ended up. Anyways, what bands would you like to see next? I did the Arctic Monkeys video. I guess I kind of spoiled it, but you can kind of look at the distribution. Anyways, tell me who I should see next. Like, comment, subscribe. World famous Gen Z rock star. You're about to hear in the outro. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. If you click the button, I will be happy. I will be happy. I'm trying to bring back rock. I'm going to launch a whole independent TV show. I live here in Austin, Texas. So if you're in Texas, hit me up. If you're a Latina, also hit me up. Anyways, here we go. Latinas, here we go. Sorry, I couldn't do anything. I was too busy looking that way and that way. Oh my God. I have cologne that I'm allergic to. I sprayed it right here yesterday before going to the gym. And now I have a rash. Anyways, enjoy the outro.